Hello everybody, it's Jimmy Smith back here with another video presentation seminar. Today's topic gets me fired up, it gets me jacked up, and it will get you jacked up if you take a lot of the recommendations that I say in this video and you apply them. Today we were talking about anabolic steroid alternatives. That is right, alternatives to dangerous anabolic steroids for bigger, leaner, faster, better athletes. First off, I want to give a definition, and this is very important to get out there to you guys. Listen, we know anabolic steroids work. I am not recommending them. They are detrimental to our health and to our longevity in this game. But you guys need to pull back a little bit. Do not say that a supplement I recommend doesn't work. Don't say that a diet method doesn't work unless you give it enough time and unless you're training harder. And that brings us to my first point here. Nothing works until you do. Steroids actually only produce small gains. Yes, there have been some research studies, not many, but some research studies with anabolic steroids used. And yes, the gains were better than they were for natural individuals, but they produced small gains. So this illusion that you're going to gain 30, 40 pounds of anabolic steroids on using anabolic steroids, it's nonsense. It doesn't exist. And if it does, the professional bodybuilders that are taking it are taking so many, are taking huge cocktails. You look at professional athletes, some of Major League Baseball players that have been caught using steroids. They're not that big. Do they have nice bodies by the general classification? Absolutely. But they produce small gains. Every supplement recommended in this presentation has valid research to support it. It's not that the supplements do not work, but nothing will work though unless you train and eat smarter. You have to be diligent. Here's the way I look at it. If you're going to spend money on some of the supplements I recommend, and I recommend you do because they're good supplements, they can help you in multiple ways. If you're not training hard, if you're goofing around and not eating properly, not eating a high protein, healthy diet, you're going to have issues. You're not going to get results. First topic I want to tackle is pro-hormones though, because they are out there. Are they really an alternative to steroids, or are they just a replacement? A lot of companies, again, not saying brand names because I know brand names monitor this channel and brand names actually complain about YouTube because I am just giving the best information possible. I'm not connected to some supplement company out there. Are they really an alternative, or are they a replacement? A lot of companies are moving further and further into this pro-hormone market because they know, A, pro-hormones are easy to get to. You can be 18, 19 and go to your local supplement store where one of your buddies or someone else that's only a few years older than you that doesn't know this science, and they'll just say, oh, take this, this is good. They don't care about your health. They just see you as a dollar bill. And that's a problem. Pro-hormones are steroids masked. I won't get into the chemistry of it, but you can literally move certain strands of chemicals to take an illegal product and make it legal. This happens. I've been around supplement company warehouses. There's a reason why they have a big production there. Let's just keep it that way. It's better to stay away from them. In the long run, you're going to get the exact same results and you're going to save your health. Sure, do pro-hormones work? But here's how they work, guys. Here's the nobody tells you. One supplement company, again, I won't say the name, but has bodybuilder influences, actually was sued by the FDA because they found out in their research, here the company didn't report this though, is that their anti-estrogen product worked, and I get that it's an anti-estrogen, but just stay with me, guys, works through aggressive estrogen decreases. And a lot of the pro-hormones that talk about being pro-testosterone work through the same mechanism. Here's what happens. It doesn't do anything to elevate your testosterone. What it does is it aggressively suppresses your estrogen to unhealthy levels. Yes, even guys have a certain amount of estrogen in us. It aggressively depresses and decreases your estrogen to the point that your testosterone has to shoot up a little bit. This still is not a positive increase in testosterone. This is the body signaling that there's an issue here, and now your hormones are in flux. What happens as you come off these pro-hormones? Well, obviously, if you do post-cycle therapy right, you should be okay. You should still maintain some of your strength. You should still maintain the majority of your size. But what happens over time is now your body has been screwed up. Maybe you can get away with a couple weeks of pro-hormone usage, but no one does that. Let's be honest. I know guys that are serial pro-hormone users. They use them month after month because they think they can because they don't know any better. So what happens? Now your body's screwed up. Now your estrogen is so depressed that it wants to get higher and higher as you come off it. Your testosterone gets lower, you add body fat around your triceps, around your stomach. You have a lot of issues, especially issues in the bedroom. What's the point of looking good on the beach when you pick up a chick with the dopest body and you get back to the bedroom and you can't perform? Another new topic is chlorogenic agonists, and here's what chlorogenic agonists do. They inhibit somatostatin, I can't even pronounce that word, somatostatin, which blocks HGH. So as we age, obviously our growth hormone is going to decrease. It decreases, but somatostatin, however you pronounce that, that increases. That actually blocks our HGH production. Our body can't do anything with that. We can't produce more HGH because our somatostatin is higher. Well, chlorogenic agonists actually inhibit, they decrease somatostatin. Certain coffees do it. Now, not any brand name coffees, but there's a new roasting method that a lot of companies are using that actually it keeps all the chlorogenic agents and chlorogenic agonists in the coffee. GDP choline, that's another nutrient that not only is it vital for brain health, but we've seen up to 4-fold increases in human growth hormone in using it because it can inhibit somatostatin. Green coffee bean extract. Yes, I said green coffee bean, not green tea. Green coffee bean, not only does it help your body's insulin, but also will inhibit the somatostatin to the point that your body can increase your growth hormone. There's links for that below, guys. Deer antler velvet. It works so well that the NFL banned it. Here's a quote they said. It's similar to HGH. It helps build lean tissue. This is the National Football League. This is the richest sports organization in the world. Do you think they would be fooled by a supplement ad? Obviously not. They are hiring their own doctors. They're hiring their own chemists. They're looking at guys, their players that are using deer antler velvet, and they're seeing incredible muscle gaining properties, muscle gaining effects. Fortunately for us, it is not banned. It is perfectly legal. We can go out and buy it. I actually show you guys a link below for the one I recommend. It comes from the antlers of deer, obviously, no duh, but it happens without harming them, and I know it's very important to a lot of people out there. It's important to me. And the studies back it up. The studies show some impressive results when it's used for an extended period of time, upwards of 1 to 2 months. And again, tinyurl.com/antlerhgh. That is the only brand I trust because there's a lot of fake and garbage deer antler velvet on the market. So just click there, and you guys can get hooked up. And I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about a diet. Obviously, we want a diet that suppresses insulin and cortisol. We want a high healthy meat, high vegetable, high fruit diet, high good fat, and anabolic, so our anabolic hormones can go up. Intermittent fasting, that actually shows a lot of promise. We've seen a 30% increase in HGH in research on intermittent fasting. You also, by just following a general good low-carb diet, what also happens is our body releases more free testosterone. So there's more testosterone floats around our body because of our diet. We'll see more positive gains. And there are various amino acid combinations that turn on growth signals. Again, guys, there are many ways to grow. Hormones are obviously a way, but there's many amino acid combinations that turn on growth signals. So what are you going to do now for this continued information? You're going to visit facebook.com/physique formula. I do a daily question and answer segment there. Be happy to hook you guys up there. I want you guys to subscribe. I release a new video daily. Check out the diet, www.thephysiqueformula.com for a $4.95 trial. And as always, comment below. Later, guys.